Aries, and welcome back to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that your weekend was wonderful. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. It is the end of June 2023. This is a timeless reading, so it may resonate for you at any time in your journey. If at any time you do resonate with this reading, please go ahead and hit the like button so that we can have that exchange of energy. Link to my website is in the description box below for information about me. Also, you can use the code YouTube at checkout and receive 15% off your order. Let's go ahead and jump right into it real quick with my blessing and prayer and just see what messages the Holy Spirit has for you at this time, Aries. Father God, Divine Holy Spirit of the Most High, thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel of receiving messages for Aries in regards to their current life situation, soul journey, and soul path. I ask that these messages provide them with clarity, guidance, healing, and understanding, as well as a higher wisdom and knowledge in regards to their current soul lessons and or karmic cycles. Lord, in all that you are and all that you do, and all that I am and all that I do, I strive to live by your word and your word only. In Yeshua's name I pray, amen. All right, let's take a look here. Messages for Aries, please, Holy Spirit, thank you. Boundaries, interesting, because when I took this deck out before I got started, this was a card that flew out as I was pre-shuffling boundaries. And it says, boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. So you could recently be really learning about your boundaries, right? Learning how you've allowed your own boundaries to be crossed. Your boundaries, as it says, are a part of who you are, and they're there for a reason. So it's important to really get to know your boundaries and respect your boundaries, so that you do not become the cause anymore of your own grief, right? Making sure that you're keeping yourself in check here, because when you keep yourself in check with who you are, it's much easier to keep those around you in check and how they treat you as well. So you definitely got your boundaries up. So maybe other people are feeling this too, like, oh, this person, they're not playing. Aries is not playing. So let's take a look and see what's coming your way here. All right, you have the Hierophant. Yep. So you're seeking higher knowledge, higher wisdom, higher guidance. Some of you could actually be a high priest or a high priestess. Okay, very connected to the divine. Some of you do this secretly. Somebody doesn't know. People around you don't know. Yeah, wow. You're healing on a deep level here, Aries. You're gaining your strength back, your divine strength, your divine power, stepping into your power. That's what boundaries is. You now know and are aware of your weaknesses, and nobody else can control them. That's what's happened here. There's a shift that's alchemy. The Seven of Swords. So you may have seen something for what it was from the beginning, and maybe you had let your boundaries down and kind of let this person or this situation get the best of you. Yeah, because I think that you may have originally noticed what or who this person was, and you may have had your doubts, but I feel like you gave this person the benefit of the doubt, but there was a lot hidden beneath the surface here. Like, I just feel like you tried to walk on this bridge with this person, but there was so much hidden beneath the surface that it started to infiltrate your own thoughts. Some of you may have recently had a dream about this person that helped you kind of put the pieces together. If you didn't have a dream about this person, I do feel like you either saw something, either through a revelation, through a vision, or you saw something physically that kind of gave you the clues, the hints that you needed to weave together a story here and understand what was really taking place. This person was very manipulative. I feel like this person was manipulative here. Clarify, please, for Aries, what's going on with this situation? Yeah, Four of Swords. So you're calling a break. You may not be responding to calls. You may be very silent right now, but there's this element of just needing to take time for oneself. This is self care at its finest. You're meditating. See what I'm talking about? Your connection with the divine here. You're in it now. Big difference between being present here and then being there, and then being present there and being here. That'll make sense to those that it needs to make sense to. So you went somewhere. I feel like some of you, somebody here can, remote viewing is a gift that you have, and you went somewhere. You were placed in a situation to help give you clarity. Yep, the Hermit. Wow. So there's a situation here where somebody did not understand the depths of your spiritual strength and also spiritual protection. I don't think this person didn't know how much you pray. They didn't understand that. You were praying and they were praying, P-R-E-Y. Yeah. So, and because of that, like I said, you see something differently. Okay? You've been given a revelation. You were given some type of truth, either through your dreams or through a vision. And it helped you to see what was really going on here in this situation, Aries. And I do feel like this had to come from a lot of deep forgiveness of self. This is a major life shift here that's taking place. I do feel like this is something that was very emotional and confusing for you. And I also am sensing that you're separated or pulled back from this particular situation. What was outside is now inside. So you were seeking guidance from the Most High in regards to a situation. And this awakening is that cultivation, that integration. It comes from you recognizing your boundaries and recognizing where you may have been allowing your boundaries to be crossed. Okay? Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Aries? The Ace of Wands, yeah. So again, there could have been an opportunity that was presented here, either from you or to you, but there was hidden motives with this opportunity. It's like somebody was trying to take advantage of this opportunity. They were operating from a sense of pride and ego. But see how you're sitting on top of your pride and your ego here with the Strength card. So you were seeing right through this person, but yet I feel like you were still being generous and offering something. Yeah. Whatever this was, this had the potential to become something very successful. And because of this person's selfish ways, and because they were operating from pride and ego, I feel like it created a pause or it ended. It ended the whole situation. I also feel like there was somebody had, in order for this to move forward, this person had to start taking accountability. That was kind of part of their soul lesson, and they weren't doing it. And so that's why the divine stepped in. And that's probably why you started to feel off balance in this situation, like suddenly. Because you may have seen something and it may have felt like a situation that you could handle. Like, oh, I can handle this. This isn't that big of a deal. Like, we'll get it cleared up. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. But because this person, their heart is deceitful. And because their heart is deceitful, it's causing them to listen to the voices in their mind that are not of the Most High. See, and you're the one here who seems to be praying and has that connection, which gave you the ability, the discernment to see through what this person was doing. I don't even think this person realizes that their heart is operating from an unclean space. You see what I'm saying? Which is why it's so important to have a connection and a relationship with the Most High. So anyways, there's an opportunity here. You kind of felt from the beginning like, but you still wanted to invest in it. You thought it would be something easy to tackle. But because this person is not taking accountability and is not willing to grow out of the behavior that they are, displaying and acting upon, you started to feel off balance. There was anxiety, there was confusion, there was worry. you are wise enough to know then that something else had gotten in between here. And I feel like that's when you kind of put a pause on everything. There's a lot of self-reflection here. What's going on with this Four of Swords and the Hermit, please, for Aries? Yeah, you needed time. Look at what happened. You separated yourself from a situation and you started to flourish. You started to see growth. As soon as you disconnected from whatever was confusing, and as soon as you focused on a higher power, the Most High, you started to see growth in your dreams and in your wishes. Success started to take place. Your investments started to grow. Yeah, because you took a leap of faith. Here you are on your own dreams, on your own plans, on your own terms. This was not easy for you to do. Yeah, no, this was not easy for you to do, because I do feel like this is somebody or something that you wanted to take with you, or you kind of were, I don't want to say relying, Aries, but this is somebody that you could have used the help, you could have used the support, whatever this person or this situation was. What comes in with this awakening? What comes in with this awakening, please? The Five of Swords. So you're gonna see something differently, and it has to do with whatever deceit or deception. I do feel like, honestly, what I'm being shown is that you're going to be able to see how this other person feels. Like you are not the one that lost. That by setting up your boundaries where you may have felt like you were being left out, or you were lost, or this had you feeling in the dumps, there's a shift in perception, and you're realizing that it's actually this person's loss. This person may sabotage a lot of particular situations, right? That they have in their life, whether it's relationships or not. But there's some type of deceit in a business offer here that's going to cause either a business offer, friendship, relationship. I just don't see a lot of love on the table, but it's going to cause friction. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Somebody is not, and I feel like this is you now, Aries, where you see something for what it is, and so you don't want to release your knowledge. You don't want to release your whatever is valuable to you. If this is a business offer, because now this is what Spirit is showing me. If this is a business offer, Aries, you have something that can bring, you're bringing something to the table. Okay. You're bringing something to the table, and it looks as though it's going to be kind of difficult, or you're going to choose not to share it with the table because of this, whatever this person, the Seven of Swords is doing. Yeah. Something's taking too long. It's causing a lot of conflict here. Like there's an offer that's being brought to a table and it's causing a lot of conflict. You just decide, I don't want to deal with this headache, and there's a pause, there's a break. But it stems from a realization that somebody is crossing another person's boundaries here. They're being deceitful. Tell me more about this awakening in the Five of Swords, please. Really? We'll take the one that landed on it. Yeah, Four of Swords. I'm not doing this. See? The Nine of Swords. All of a sudden, you're recognizing where this anxiety, where this stress is coming from. I feel like instead of arguing or instead of going back and forth, you may just give it the silent treatment. You realize that's the best way to deal with it, and you may go your separate ways here. There's somebody here who is stuck or feels trapped in a certain, like they can't get out of either a contract or they're bound to a certain way of being. It's like a curse. Like somebody has them bound to something, and that's why they're unable. That's very, very specific information here. But also, again, there's an offer coming in towards you, and it's not worth what you think it is, or it's not worth what you deserve. So I would be just very careful of who you are communicating with or who you are sharing things with, because while there does seem to be an opportunity here, it seems to bring in an ending and a disconnect. Okay? All right, Aries, sending you much love.